Don't make your insecurities my
obsessed
problem.
with black
race. Lisa, I don't have a problem with you. I don't mind talking to you. Lisa, I don't mind talking to you. The only reason I left the room the other night is because you were swearing every other word, and it was disrupting my spirit.
Okay,
Moving forward,
yes, ma'am.
Excuse me. Now the other thing is, your people, okay, they're black people that you don't care for, like a Candace Owens. You don't care for her. So what I'm saying is there ain't no such thing as my people are black. It's my people are people who are aligned with my way of thinking. So you need to stop with this racial approach and look at it in terms of your people are people that agree with you and that you're aligned with. Candace Owens ain't your people. Mr. Coonologist over there on the Supreme Court ain't your people. It ain't a black thing for you. It's about how they think. So you need to keep it all the way real with yourself.
Okay, so
stop making it seem like it's about race when in fact it's about how they think. Tell the truth.
Don't tell me how I think. You're not in my head and you're not in my bed. So you don't know how I think. I'm telling you, I've always uplifted black people. Now, when they're not uplifting and being positive to the race, to the community, you get none from me. You definitely get none from me. But when they are, when they're in line with what we need to have done in our community, our tangibles, like you guys like to say, what we need to have accomplished, then everybody is.
No, he is right about that.
Oh my God! I don't care.
Don't interrupt her, bro.
You guys
Let her finish what she's saying, bro. Let her finish what she's saying.
Speak for yourself. You're not gonna overtalk me,
I'm sure niggas if y'all overtalking, that's what it is.
I don't speak the whole night. Then y'all niggas want to come off mic and interrupt me. Let me tell you something. Speak for yourself. Don't come on this stage and speak for nobody else because you don't know them. Speak for yourself in the first person.
So is Candace Owens your people? Is Candace Owens your people? Like you said, your black people? All right then. So don't say it about black people. It's about people that you agree with.
I just explained to you about that, and you're like I said to you the other night. You don't listen to absorb. You don't listen to appreciate. You don't listen to engage. You only listening, waiting for your chance to contradict on shit that you haven't even gave the whole conversation any type of consideration. You didn't hear the second part of what I said.
I jumped in the room. I apologize.
Yeah, you definitely did.
What I heard you say, the only reason I jumped in like that is because I heard you say black people are excellent in every area, which is true. But then you went on to say that my people in this, your people ain't black. Your people is. I didn't even hear what you said. What did you say about people like Candace Owens?
Never mind. Already. So
why would you make a comment? Yeah, you ain't listening. Then you're gonna make a comment about something you ain't even hear.
Candace Owens ain't her people. Candace Owens is not her people. So what is she talking about?
Man, watch out. Did you hear what she said or didn't you?
No, if I had to repeat it,
he didn't hear shit.
You can stop me an idiot.
No, I would never call you an idiot. What did she say about Candace Owens and Coonfinity over there on the Supreme Court? What did she say about Clarence Thomas?
Bro. You come off mic for no reason. It don't matter. Now we all know you come off mic for no reason.
Represent black people. Remind me what she said. What did she say?
You should know because you started snapping, right? So if you don't know,
I was just trying to figure out what she said. I didn't hear what she said, brother. Can you repeat it?
You should be the one to be able to repeat it because you came off mic snapping, right?
Okay, but can you repeat what she said since you heard it? I didn't hear what she said about Clarence Thomas and people like Clarence Thomas and Candace Owens. I didn't hear what she said about people like that.
Okay,
well, there you go. You started talking about it before you started. You came off immediately, just like I said. You don't listen, you guys. I said it clearly. He doesn't listen to understand, doesn't listen to consume, and doesn't listen to consider. You just want to just pick off and have an argument about stuff you admittedly say you ain't even heard. So how you know?
I came in the room like this. I apologize about that. But I'm seriously trying to understand because you said black people are your people, and I'm trying to figure out what carve out do you have for people like me, Candace Owens, and Clarence Thomas. What did you say about people like that? Are they your people?
I align with people.
What did you say about people like that?
Listen, I'm gonna tell you. I'm gonna repeat it. when we have people who don't align with what the good of the overall good of the Black community, then I don't align with them. And is there anything more basic that I could tell you, make it more simple, put it where the goats can get it? That's just plain. Because even from the time we got over here, and all y'all know, somebody was putting about Harriet. Forget, not even Harriet. What was the first rebellion? What was the guy who held the rebellion? It's late for me, y'all. He had people yeah, come on. We're not going to bring them all. So let's not be uncomfortable with leaving the ones who want to be left behind because they think the master's water is colder. I don't have a problem with leaving them behind.
So then why don't you say I'm for the Black people that agree with me instead of saying I'm for all Black people? Because that's not
agree. I said my community. I don't know. What am I? Am I speaking?
Why are you? So do you consider people like me in your community?
Understand?
Do you consider people like me in your community? Am I in your community?
Oh my God. Okay, y'all.
Yeah. Am I in your community, Lisa?
No, you ask yourself that. Don't ask me.
I'm asking
because I'm
you.
not in your head. Do you think
I'm asking
no,
you. Am I in your community?
I asked you, do you think you're in the community?
I don't know what you're talking about. You said my people.
You don't know what you're talking about. Okay,
you said my people. Who is your people?
Okay, listen, Manfinity, I'm not going to have this.
Of course you're not, because you jibber-jabbing over there. You double-talking and you jibber-jabbing, and you can't even make sense of what you own.
You just see you yelling. You just want to come in and get attention. You got your attention. You're yelling and screaming. You got what you came for. I am not going to upset my spirit tonight, knowing that your intentions are not even pure, that this conversation is not even one that you really want to have. You just want to be seen. So come up here and get seen. That's all I can tell you right now. Y'all bring them up. Y'all, you can have a conversation with somebody in.
I ain't trying to take nobody's spotlight. I just asked you a question.
Nobody needs a spotlight. We having a very.
You jibber-jabbing and double-talking, and I don't understand what you're talking
about. Okay. You're not even listening. You're just talking to try to be seen, bro.
We both talking. I ain't trying to be seen.
We've been having a very great conversation for hours, and here you come.
Until I came, right?
No, the disruption is unnecessary. If you want to join in the conversation, feel free.
I'm shut up. I'm sorry.
It was literally until you came, though.
Oh my God.
It was literally until you came, though.
This is what we're going to do. We're going to keep it simple. Either you join in, stay on topic on the conversation. Oh, give me 1 second, State. Give me 1 second, State. State, 1 second. Either you join in on the conversation, stay on topic without trying to center yourself. I'm removing you from the room the next time you do it, bro.
I can't help but center myself. Everything I say is
what it is. I said what I said, bro.
And I said what I said, too.
Where were we?
Okay, so can we move the record? Who was speaking? There's somebody speaking so eloquently before we.
Yeah, somebody was speaking. I was trying to remember where were we.
Yeah, that was me speaking so eloquently, but I forgot what I was saying.
No, I don't think she's talking about you, State. I really know.
Oh, child. So
Homie TC joined the stage. What's up, TC?
Oh, okay.
What's going on? Yeah, man, it's crazy out here. I think the left has finally lost its mind, and it's plain for everybody to see. Listen, I think you guys have kind of wrestled with this concept of American freedom, and you've realized that you don't want freedom. I think you realize you want a type of anarchist type of freedom where rules are according to you and everybody follows your rules, you're happy. But when somebody takes the First Amendment and they say things that you don't like, now they're racist and anti-American and anti-black and all this other stuff. You guys don't want America. You want an idea of America that fits your biases and your prejudices. But you don't want America because America is a big enough space for a multitude of opinions, whether they agree with you or not. You like to mute, put them down in the audience if they don't agree with you. You like to shout them down if they don't agree with you. You like to censor them if you don't agree. Look, it's happening right now. You're triggered. You don't want freedom of speech. So when a guy like Charlie Kirk comes around And he commits you guys. He commits you guys. Yeah, when a guy like Charlie Kirk comes around and commits to the First Amendment principles that this country was founded upon and challenges your presuppositions, your perspective on the world, you come away thinking he's a racist and he's a bigot and he's a misogynist and he's anti-black. No, he's not. He's just not agreeing with you. And if you come to a debate with him and he has a more informed position and you walk away with a bit of information that you didn't have before you came to the conversation, you don't denigrate him. You don't try and celebrate his death. You don't celebrate his assassination.
I got next.
You what you do is you realize that, damn, this is America. This is what America looks like. This is what I get when I get America, which is why this guy is celebrated. They had a vigil for him today in D.C. at John F. Kennedy Center, and I'm so glad that there are people that are coming to Christ because of his witness. Thousands of people have agreed to go to church today simply because of his witness. So that demonstrates that there's no amount of silencing on the left that can cause people to essentially reject the faith. People are coming to the faith because of Kirk.
Wrap it up, bro. Thank you.
I wanted to respond to that.
That was amazing.
So, I've been paying attention to politics since I was about 16 years old. And I'm going to give you an example, right? I didn't agree with a lot of the things that John McCain said. Stout Republican conservative, right? But I never walked away from hearing anything John McCain said to say he's racist. Nothing he ever said that I heard would lead me to believe that he's racist. So that shit's on that point, right? Because it's many conservatives that I've heard speak throughout my life that I cannot cleanly say are racist. I just wonder what goes on in you kind of folks' heads to what makes you want to bow down to these people so much. Do you want to feel included? Is that your way? And I notice on your PTR, you have multiple pictures of Dak Prescott, which would make you a Cowboys fan, which would make me understand why why you think the way you think.
Stay on subject.
I did stay on subject. The team that he likes proves his personality.
Man, stop making it personal, yo. That's why y'all lose debates.
You look like that side of the party.
Hold on, there's too many people talking. So, I know Jim and I want to jump in. You want to go ahead, Jim and I?
Go ahead. I can
Respond to that slander.
Okay, so what the thing about it is, first of all, I like the way you guys come in here and announce what we're thinking. There's no one in here celebrating anything. Maybe you were celebrating and you don't want to say it out loud. So I think you should speak for
I don't have to announce it. You announce it for yourself. What I got to say for it?
Shit. You ain't heard me say nothing about celebrating anything. There's nothing in the title. There's nothing that came through my mouth. Play the clip of me celebrating anyone's death. I'm in the business of healing. I don't celebrate death. So I wish you would speak for yourself and stop speaking. You guys come in here all the time. We don't go into your spaces and start speaking for you. I come in here and I say what I say, and I stand by what I say. I never said anything about this man celebrating his death or nothing. What we've been doing is making sure that history is being recorded correctly, so there won't be no misinterpretation of who this person is. And I don't give a damn. I don't agree with you, but I'm not going to sit up here and celebrate anything happening to you. I don't agree with a lot of people, but I'm a grown-ass human being. I'm an adult, and I know how to carry myself as an intelligent adult. I don't need to pander. I don't need to kiss nobody's ass. If somebody says something I don't like, I don't need to fuck them. What in the fuck is wrong with y'all? I said that some of the things that he says I don't agree with. And just like he has the right to say them, I have the right to disagree with them. And there we are. So what's next?
Well, I think you interplay we and I. When you're defensive, you say I. When you're offensive, you say we. And I think if you take an inventory of how you use the words we and I, you'll realize that you're actually defending yourselves when you say I didn't do it. but then you say we don't do this here. Yes, you certainly do.
I don't care what you think. If you don't think the worst, no matter what. Okay, now you're trying to tell me which pronouns.
You don't know how I think.
Well, you don't know how I think, so don't do that. It's not a one-way street.
So let me hop in there. And I can witness this. When people did come in and celebrate, she immediately reprimanded them.
Great, but that's my point. When she says we don't do it, she's speaking for a group. When she says I don't do it, she's speaking for herself. So which one is it? Is it we or is it I?
Exactly what we do.
Because I know I was certainly in this room and they were celebrating her.
All right, well, put a name on it, TC. Put a
Hold on. Give me 1 second. TC.
Brooklyn is one.
Okay, then I was going to say who else? Hold up. You said they.
The other one.
Brooklyn did. We conceded that, and she got pushed back too. Brooklyn, no, she's not in here.
All right, so then that's not relevant.
What's the other one?
So who, TC? Who's the they? You can't make that statement and not substantiate it. Who's the
Excuse me,
they?
when I said you, I was talking to the group because when Lisa says we, she's talking
You just
for
said
the group.
they. You said they were celebrating.
When it's tolerated, it becomes tacit consent of the entire group.
It wasn't tolerated. Matter of fact, hold on for 1 second, just give me 1 second. TC. Brooklyn recently has been staying in the goo because there was pushback, and she goes, I get it, I'm too volatile for the stage. Because she received pushback about saying that type of rhetoric, right? So, again, I'm going to ask you, who's the they? Put names on it that's been celebrating his demise in the room.
I gave you Brooklyn and name a few. If you guys
There's the only person who's been in the goo.
Hold on. If you guys chastised her for celebrating, then good for you. But if the shoe fits, then wear it. I understand Lisa has a position she stands on that she's not doing it. I can respect that position. But I've been in this room plenty of times where I've heard the celebration, and I personally
Name another person.
I don't like when you lie, especially.
Hey, I'm not lying. I was here. I was here when it happened.
When did this man die? Can somebody give me a date and today?
Wednesday.
Okay, so today is now Sunday. I have only had one room since then. So how many times have you been in here? And the replays are up. How many times have you been in here and you've heard people celebrating?
And you know what's funny?
Moving on.
No. We're not gonna move yet because he chastised you for using we and I interchangeably, but he doesn't use they accurately and only has named one person.
I've come in here plenty of times, and his death has been celebrated.
One room.
By who?
It was only one room since the death happened, so you came here plenty of times.
By who? TC name? Was it me? Did you read them? Who?
I just gave you the name. I just gave you the name.
That's a name. You said they.
One is singular, dumbass.
When I say you, I'm talking to the collective group because there's tacit consent. When I hear somebody celebrating it and it's permissible and there's no pushback in the room, when I was here specifically, there was no pushback.
So you're talking about
that gives tacit consent for somebody else to participate. I don't know what chastising happened when I wasn't here, but that didn't happen.
You're wrong. Can't nobody get chastised first off. So you can just say what you don't like.
I didn't say we chastised Brooklyn.
Can you say another name besides Brooklyn? You said they. They is plural.
You were celebrating it.
As I said,
Bitch, when?
when I'm speaking you in general.
Hold on, because I'm finna fuck your bitch ass up.
He did not.
Yes, he was. I'm gonna fire your bitch ass up as intolerance of the left.
Tell me what I said, because now bitch, you're finna make an enemy. Now bitch, you're finna make an enemy, so you better be motherfucking accurate. Because bitch, I had a motherfucking
You talking about calling him a racist? You was calling him all these names and shit. Matt G.
Bitch, you are the fucking racist. That's not celebrating his death. You fucking lying, bitch. Don't get fucked up, bitch.
Oh, he's a racist.
Don't get fucked up.
Oh, you out of your body now, huh?
Because you know it's true. You was calling him all these names.
Beat you out your body if you keep on.
You was calling him all these names.
Just give me 1 second, brother. Like,
you playing with the wrong one, bitch. I'm for real. I'll twist you up out your
Just you ain't gotta get out your body. Let me handle it, just.
Playing with me,
just give me 1 second, brother. Omari, he asked you when was he celebrating his death. Your response to that, right? Because I want to stay on topic. You're not gonna worm your way out of this shit. Your response to that was he was saying some negative remarks about Matt. He didn't ask you about Matt. He said, when was he celebrating Kurt's
Who said
death?
Matt?
That's the question.
Matt? Who's talking about Matt?
We're talking about, okay, that's what I heard you say. When was Just celebrating his death? Because I didn't hear Just do that at all.
So in the rooms prior to, not in the 420 rooms, and in the other rooms, they was talking about, oh, he's a racist, he's a piece of shit, he was this, he's that.
A lot of people have said there's a difference.
The day he died.
Omari, I want you to be able to differentiate because you're intelligent. I want you to hear me. If somebody disagrees with someone else's rhetoric, that's a lot different than celebrating their demise. If you say, I don't believe in what he was saying, I believe he was X, I believe he was Y, I believe in Z, you have a right to have your opinion about that person. That's a lot different than ding dong, that's way different.
He said, I don't give a fuck that he's dead.
Indifference, that's still not celebrating.
Tell me where I said it. And Omari, let me tell you something. You playing with the right bitch, but you got the wrong fucking idea. I'm telling you right now, I'm not the one to play with, bitch. I'm not. You play tag with all these motherfuckers. You patronize all these other people. I'm the wrong one to play with. You saying some very flagrant shit, and I'm not the fucking one. So you better say what I said verbatim, bitch, and I'm recording it because we're gonna take this to task, you bitch. I got your fucking ass, bitch. So repeat it. Come up off mute, bitch.
Pussy.
I'm just say that.
No, hold up, Ray. I'm gonna give this bitch some time.
What am I gonna
come
just,
up off mute. You made a very bold claim, so come up off mute and support your claim and state what I said verbatim.
Respectfully, anybody coming out there might getting shot. We're gonna leave it between Jess and Omari right now.
Okay, go ahead.
Now I said what you said. You were.
I will repeat it verbatim.
I already read them. You know what you were saying. You act like you were not being all like, hey, you know what? I'm sorry to hear this man died.
Bitch, I don't gotta do that shit.
You were not. You were not. You were last.
I was the first one. I was the first one who said I don't enjoy people getting killed. That's not my style. I don't have to like him. I don't have to think he was cool. I don't have to think he was not racist,
bro. Like you don't go.
You are getting sued, ho. You're getting sued. I'm going to make an example out of your bum ass.
You call him a racist?
I promise. He is a racist, and so are you.
You were calling him names after he died. That's basically celebrating.
Bitch, that's not basically celebrating.
Okay,
I promise you, you're gonna pay for everything you said.
Okay, fine.
Omari, I want you to be bitch. I'm gonna rip your ears out the side of your head.
Omari, listen. Saying a name, right? Let's say I'm gonna use a random person because I won't even deal with Kirk. Let's say Jamal died, and later on I'm like, you know what? Jamal was a real fucking racist. That's not me celebrating his demise. Me celebrating Jamal's demise sound like, yay, Jamal is fucking dead. Fuck that nigga, I'm glad he's fucking dead. That's me celebrating his demise. Me saying, you know what, I always thought he was an asshole. There's a big fucking difference. That is showing I have disdain, I might not care about it, but that is not celebrating. You know what celebrating means, right? That word means you're excited, you're rejoicing, you're just loving that moment. There's a big difference in saying a name or saying this is how you felt about said individual than celebrating.
I don't see it that way. I don't see it that way. We just
You think it's funny to play with people's
I find it very interesting.
Nigga, fuck you.
I promise you,
this shit ain't funny, you fucking cracker. I'm going to serve you, bitch. I promise you. You play with the wrong motherfucker.
And this guy didn't say nothing. He see the way he's
you won't
talking.
put on you. I promise you, bitch. I don't give a fuck what you talking about. You won't never get in a room with me.
What I said.
You won't never get in a room with me.
I was wrong.
I don't give a fuck what you talking about.
You admit to
you
that.
fucking hoe ass nigga.
You gonna sue me for your racist statements?
Yes, bitch.
Okay.
Yes.
Do that.
Yes.
You do that. Your
For
racist
defamation of character. Yes, I'm going to sue.
For your racist statement that a man was shot and killed.
Yes.
Okay. You do that.
Bitch, I can say whoever is racist.
You want to call him all these names after
Do you understand what country we live in?
The day he died, you calling this man all these names.
He's a race, and I'm calling him that today.
Hey, Omari, you understand that he said that Martin Luther King was a cheater and everything else, and this man was already dead, right? He didn't. So was that celebrating his death? He absolutely still stated his opinion about people that were already dead. Right? So if the same thing happens on ours, but you don't call that out, we're with them. But when somebody else has an opinion about him, then all of it, because he's passed, all of a sudden it's celebrated. How can he
I don't think he was born Martin Luther King died.
It doesn't matter. It's still after his death, regardless. It's still after his death. It's still after his death. Is he alive? Is it Martin Luther King alive?
If he would have did that, if anyone would have did that when Martin Luther King, the day he died, guess what would have happened? That person would have been crucified.
No, they wouldn't.
We would have been.
What?
I would have been.
Does anybody understand what I'm saying right now? I'm just curious.
You don't do that when people first die. You don't do that when people first die. That's just evil.
You are a hoe, bitch.
That is evil.
That's why your family is fucked up. That's why you live. That's why you live with 30 motherfuckers in your house, and your kid don't listen to you.
It doesn't matter.
That's why you got a baby out of fucking wedlock. You fucking pathetic bitch.
You're evil.
You're evil. You're evil. Your son can't keep his dick in his pants. You fucking
You're evil. And you're
I
evil.
hate you, bitch.
And I said it. You're an evil piece of shit. That's what you are. You're evil.
And you're not of God, and
you're
your
the
child is not
definition
God. Bitch, and you have a grandson that was born out of
You're the
wedlock. Bitch,
definition
you're not of God. Bitch, you ain't never been of God.
I don't know how you
ain't
got
about
evil.
God. God don't love you, and He don't
You've
like
always
you.
been this evil. For many years,
bitch, I'm very evil to bitches like you. You fucking black rat, bitch.
You've been the worst type of person. And the only reason why
I
people
am
like
the worst type of person. And motherfuckers like you, I'm the worst type of person. You're exactly right. You're exactly right. D.I., bitch.
Culture chill. Look, I'm gonna say this right now. This is why do y'all give these punk ass niggas like space to be punk ass niggas? Like it was completely.
You won't get another chance. I'm gonna be up bright and early in every room to block your bitch ass out. Bitch, them funny looking ears won't never hear another word.
Look, man. I remember when my grandma had dementia and we stopped letting her do the prayer at Thanksgiving because we would be there for 20 minutes talking about Job and Noah and all that. Just took the mic away from her.
No, Ray,
please do.
Man, this man about this man about
hold up, Omari.
He would hang me on the
street. Hold up, Omari. Ray, you have a point. But there's people like TC, where TC usually, even though I don't agree with a lot of his viewpoints, he articulates himself well. And he'll be intellectually honest. If you corner him and he's wrong on something, he'll concede. He did it earlier, right? Omari moves the goalposts again and again and again and doesn't even stick to his own conversation, like his own points. That he'll mark the line, and after you corner him at that line and prove him wrong with his own logic, he'll refute it and move the goalposts again, which is not honest as far as having a real discourse, right? If you're going to say you can't have an opinion about somebody after their death, then that should go both ways. Otherwise, don't say it. But you had no problem when the other side was doing it. But if just has an opinion about him after his death, which is far from celebrating, which is another way that you try to get away from the conversation that we're initially having, that's the first goalpost move. Because first you said he was celebrating. Because he had an opinion about the man, he's celebrating. That's having an opinion. There's a big difference.
Man, they were fucking like, come on,
now, mind you,
and I did when they were making fun of
Aubrey becomes against the law or something happens. This man will play. Bitch, you finna get the fuck out if you don't shut the fuck up. And I'm dead ass serious.
Whatever, I don't care.
Bitch, shut the fuck up.
That's what
bitch, you keep on fucking playing with people's livelihoods. Now, if something turns out to be illegal with this shit, you done sit up on here and play with my name. Bitch, I don't play like that.
Don't forget
you think being jokes and shit is funny. Bitch, I'm not play like that. You will be in court for the rest of your life, ho.
Judge, don't forget this is.
I promise you, I will turn over every rock to fuck your life up. Don't ever play with me like that, bitch. Anything I said, I stand on. Immediately when he died, I said, I don't believe in people getting shot for what they fucking gotta say. I didn't like him. I said that before he died, and I would be a punk to say I don't believe it after he died. Again, like I said, with the exemption of Gemini and Haitian, I'm consistently one of the realest niggas on this fucking stage, and I stand on whatever I say. You niggas hate yourself, you niggas hate being black, and you want to come and share that fucking shit on us. Bitch, I will never be pussy, and you'll never threaten me, hoe ass nigga.
And I'm going to say he did not celebrate the death. Because me and him was talking and said at the same time, Charlie Kirk got shot. Somebody shared the video, and I was like, oh, that nigga dead. And the next thing out his mouth, yo, I'm not cool. I don't celebrate people dying. He did not celebrate that man's death, not one fucking time. And has not. It doesn't seem to be a part of his character. And when people did celebrate it, they were immediately reprimanded for those views. And other opinions came out because I started listening to y'all, and then my shit changed. Like, yeah, that's kind of not right. But still, I don't like the shit he said. So, as we say, don't come up here lying on people. For real, y'all playing with people's character, it shows your character. When you straight up and down lie on people for entertainment, that's some real housewife shit.
I could tell you, I don't know what people lie. Anything happen to me, I promise you, my nigga.
I don't align with most of the things he said, but I'm not celebrating his death, and I'm not happy that man died the way he died. That don't mean I'm celebrating his death.
But here's the thing, we shouldn't even have to say that, okay? Because Democrats have been trying to push for gun reform for a while. And it's only been MAGA and fucking Republicans that have been stalling it. So now that one of yours got shot by someone who also believes in the Second Amendment, what do you want Democrats to do? What do you want the left to do?
They don't want nothing. They just want to sow discontent and shit like that. And now it's a free speech issue when years ago it was a free speech issue on their side. These people are not honest about anything. They just want people who don't think like them to suffer. And in this situation, one of their own did something to one of their own, and they just run around with their heads cut off. So the next thing they're going to do is try to silence us. We don't have the same thing when Al Davis died. I said on the same thing. He was crazy at the end. The end on that. I'm going to say the same thing about Jerry Jones when he died. He wasn't good. I'm not going to celebrate him.
If I don't like Trump now, and I said I don't like him after he passes, does that mean I'm celebrating his death, or that my opinion has never changed?
We live in a whole country full of free speech. Charlie Kirk himself, and TC, I hope you're here and hearing this. Charlie Kirk himself was an advocate for free speech. I'll tell you why. Because when he started Turning Point, and throughout the whole Turning Point career, he had to contend with universities not wanting him to come up there because of the type of rhetoric that he had. That's where the term snowflake comes from, when they were called the Democrats snowflakes, because they didn't want to debate them, because they didn't want this exact type rhetoric on their schools. They ended up winning and were able to come because they were under the guise of free speech, the First Amendment. Here we are, when this same person has had an untimely demise, American citizens cannot say, what they feel. Whether it be they hated him, whether they celebrate. This is free speech in our country. And that's what I said the day he died. I will never police nobody for how they feel, whether they're gleeful or whether they're the other boy, the white boy who be on, he's a Democrat, he cried. I made space for that. I have grace for that. However you feel, you get to feel, especially for black people. And I stand by that.
It's nothing like these people, it's just so like fucked up in the head, like real shit, and it's kind of sad and sickening because I'm free speech no matter what. I didn't agree with 95% of the shit Charlie Kirk said, but he has a right to say it, and I have a right to not give a fuck about it. But y'all just, I don't know why y'all get off on this so much. Y'all always changing. Like, I can't articulate my thoughts right now, but just my advice, don't even give them niggas a mic, because you know what they about. I done been in here 2-3 weeks and seen Manfinity's character. I done seen Omarion's character. Like, I platform these niggas.
The niggas is dangerous. The niggas is the hall monitors, the tattletales. Like, bro, you gonna sit up here, and that's why I don't like him, and I didn't like him yesterday, because that type of shit is dangerous. You doing that, trying to say, oh, you said, and then every time you get asked, you can't point to nothing. You just out here trying to throw niggas under the bus.
And that shows something else too. That shows he has no sense of fucking community. Because I can guarantee you, if this was a more fair-skinned space, he wouldn't do that. But he will do that to black people. For once.
I think he knew you didn't say that. He just trying to throw you under the bus. That's what I really believe.
Yeah, he want to put, like, he did the same. I watched him do the same shit with Brooklyn. And the thing is, people can say what they want to say, bro. Like, they can say, the administration can say, oh, we're looking at y'all's social media or whatever. In this country, we have freedom of speech. That's just it. Now, what I said is, I'm not, that's not my style. I ain't into scary movies. I'm not into gruesome shit like that. And I mean, it just ain't my style to watch somebody. That shit was crazy to watch to me. But I'm not about to lie and say, oh my God, I was distraught. I don't think nobody should be taken away from their kids. I care about kids, so that's a soft spot for me. So I don't really fuck with that. But I'm not about to lie. I was just watching a nigga like 2 days earlier thinking like, damn, his opinions is real fucked up. It's real shitty. Why would I change that? Because he passed.
What's crazy is most people that be putting their mouth on him don't even know who he is. They just learned about him 3 days ago. Never even followed the guy. They take clips from somebody chopping up what he said, putting it together to make it seem as if it's more it's harmful and worse than what he actually said. And that's the clips that people are digesting and thinking they know all about him, and they're gonna call him racist and shit like that. The propaganda is really heavy. I've seen Jamal Bryant do it. Shame on him. He calls himself a pastor. Shame on him. He's bringing shame to the faith. I watched the video where he chops up Kirk's words to say stuff that he did not say in one sentence, taking parts throughout the video, putting it all together in one video to make it seem as if he said, you can take my words and break it up into 4 and 5 different parts and put it all together to make it sound like I'm making one continuous statement when I'm not. And that's exactly what Jamal Bryant did. And he's proliferating that shit across social media. He ought to be ashamed of himself. It's ridiculous.
Hold up,
you take yourself seriously?
Hold up, no. You know what's so funny about that? Wasn't that the same thing that the super PACs that was supporting Trump doing to Kamala Harris?
And then shame on them too. It rains on the just and the unjust. It doesn't matter who they are. You don't do that. And you know what? They're not. It's one thing if he was alive. Wait. One second. It's one thing to do that when somebody is alive and they can respond to it, they can defend themselves. It's real grimy to do that shit when that person has been assassinated. What type of human being does that shit? Like, you gotta be a cowardly, weak imbecile. Like, impossible of doing anything for yourself to have to chop up somebody else's words, especially when they're dead and they can't defend themselves.
In the world.
How shameful, bro. That's the worst. And to make matters even worse, you're proliferating that shit across social media to get people to convince them that he's worse than what he is. Nobody's perfect. Everybody says stupid shit all the time. And I don't agree with a lot of the stuff that comes out of people's mouths, particularly Kirk. He said some stuff that were problematic. He said some stuff that was probably didn't need to be said. But for you to chop up his words and put it out there for people that never heard of him before to say, oh yeah, this guy is racist, when he can't even defend himself, you're not worthy. You're not worthy of having a debate. They couldn't debate him when he was alive. They wouldn't go to his face. Jamal Bryant and the others wouldn't go to his face and debate him when he had an open invitation for anybody to come. But now that he's dead, you want to become all prolific and you want to come off mic and you want to be all strong and say, oh, he's racist and all this stuff. Why you didn't say that to his face when he was there?
Give somebody a chance to respond, DC. If somebody gonna respond, one mic on you, whoever gonna respond.
TC, a young man by the name of Parker, he was there to debate him. I mean, they showed up.
Great, no, more power to Parker. More power to Parker.
They will never be shown on air though, because Parker usually drags the shit out of him. Okay, in all his points, which is very unfortunate. We don't get to see it, but Parker also ran for his life the moment he got shot. He also came on video saying how sad he was for his family. He is also very much a progressive and a leftist. He got a lot of lit back or he got reprimanded by his own constituents because it was like, why would you empathize with a bigot? Right? But he even himself, who has debated him multiple times, who has debated Kirk multiple times, said, listen, shootings, no matter, it is not necessary. We need to do better. We need to do better as Americans. We need to do better as a people. So this thing that you have was saying that leftists are celebrating the death of Charlie Kirk. It is not that. Some of us feel indifferent and some of us empathize, but nobody is celebrating that. And that is the narrative that a lot of you maggots push, and that is inappropriate. That right there is inappropriate.
Well, more power to Parker. I don't know who you're talking about calling maggots and stuff like that. That must be more of that. No, you don't know who I am, respectfully. You certainly don't know who I am. And that's that propaganda again that's telling you that somebody that you don't know. You don't know me. So don't call me something that you don't know.
Hey, hold up, man. Hold up. I gotta take control of the stage. Look, this is what we're doing. If y'all gonna have a squabble, that's fine. It's gonna be one-on-one. Ray, mute up. Let the other person finish. No, they were going back and forth, so you're going to have to come in afterwards. I gave you a chance earlier. Juicy responded. So hold up. Just respect the stage, please, Ray. Juicy, if you're going to respond back and forth with TC, that's fine. Wait till he's finished with his submission, then give yours. And when y'all done, then we'll resume the conversation. That way, otherwise, it's just everybody talking over everybody. It's just chaos. We got to have structure.
Okay, Gemini, can I say this?
No, let them after them. Let them conclude their dialogue, and then it'll go right back to you, brother. Go ahead, TC.
Very characteristic of the intolerant left. Somebody that doesn't know what she's talking about. Claims to call me maggot and MAGA. Doesn't know who I am. Doesn't know me personally. I never once addressed this, what's her name? Juicy. I've never addressed this juicy person before in my life.
Well,
I don't know her. Excuse me. I don't know her. I've never met her before. I don't know who she is. And she seems to know I'm a maggot and a MAGA and all of this other stuff. It's uninformed. It's uninformed. And it's emblematic of what we've seen from the left over and over and over again. And America's tired, which is why the left continues to lose election after election after election. Your presuppositions are grounded in ignorance, but you're so loud and proud with the ignorance, and you're so happy to display the ignorance that you don't see the ignorance for what it is. It's folly, it's foolishness.
Give her a chance to respond.
America laughs at you. But nonetheless, she wants to, that's fine. I'm going to address Parker. Good for Parker. There are decent people on the left that gets chastised from their party when they do decent things because they're not anarchists. The party has been, this movement has been taken over by anarchists, Antifa people who wants to assume a position of authority, taking it by force when they don't realize they don't have the strength behind them to take anything. They want to use violence. Violence will be met upon them. Utah is seeking the death penalty against Robinson.
Okay.
Good for you. Congratulations, Left. You put forward your champion. He will die at the hands of the state. I don't know who this Juicy is. I don't know
who this Juicy. One mic on Juicy, bro.
And I don't know who this other guy is either that's talking either. Barking across the stage and talking and threatening people with lawsuits and shit. He's going to beat somebody's ass.
One mic on
real big of these people.
Respect the stage, TC. One mic on Juicy.
Wonderful. So Charlie Kirk did not die from an Antifa, okay? He died from a right-wing nut job who was about an impressionable age, was white. He wasn't trans, he wasn't an immigrant, and he was very much in a Republican state. Okay, let's start there. The violence is coming from your neck of the woods, you fucking weirdo. And yes, I know you. I know you from Lose Room. TC stands for total cuck. It stands for total clown. That is you, my dear asshole of a foolish young man. Okay? Thank you. I yield.
Okay. So you said it was just as repulsive for the Trump super PACs to top up Kamala Harris's words, but I know without a shadow of a doubt you didn't say nothing against that.
It's amazing to me how many people know me here. You guys don't know me. You don't know me. I don't know who these people.
Let them finish, TC, then I'm gonna make sure you don't get interrupted as well. You know, I do the same for you, bro. Go ahead, finish what you're saying, Rick.
So, this motherfucker made me lose my train of thought. But as I was saying, I can guarantee you didn't say anything about them